This is Dale Roberts, and you've tuned in to One Jacked Monkey. Day 48 of the 100 days to 100 pull-ups. You're just catching an audio here of me as we're watching me perform single arm assisted pull-ups. I'm going to be doing 100 straight of the alternating assisted pull-ups, and I set the pin select at 95 pounds. Those of you unfamiliar with the assisted pull-up machine, if you don't have it, or if you've used it before or not sure how it works, most pin select machines require that you select it at a specific range or a plate, and that is the resistance you get. Well, the opposite is true with the assisted pull-up machine. When you set it at a specific weight, that is the weight it takes away from your body, if you will. So in this particular instance, I had it set at 95. Last week was at 100. It was a bit of a challenge last week, but I feel that I've really rested very well. I've been very diligent with my flexibility training, so my recovery's been just tremendous. A huge part of my recovery routine as well is branched chain amino acids, BCAAs. For those of you unfamiliar, I really highly recommend that you take in some BCAAs throughout your day for quicker recovery. Mine's focusing mostly on leucine, isoleucine, and valine, as well as glutamine for taking care of that muscle soreness. But in any event, I supplement that. At least 2 to 3 servings per day. Each one of the servings has about 5 grams total of the BCAAs. But back to the task at hand here, you'll notice that I'm alternating between arms. Something that was brought to light to me was when my wife was actually videotaping it, she noticed that my left arm was not quite extending as much as, say, my right arm. This is kind of a funny thing because my right shoulder has been a bit problematic here lately. It's been a little achy, a little sore. I'm sure it's from pre-existing conditions and such, banged up a little bit. Nothing to do with the pull-ups whatsoever. But just to kind of point out, if you noticed on each one of the pulls, as I'm going down and back up, the elbow is not quite fully extending. And also, I'm not allowing my shoulder blades to roll upward. That can be very damaging to the shoulder joint. So in any event, I'm pretty happy with the range of motion, but what you'll notice as time goes on, and we're going to get a little closer to, say, minute 3, minute 4 here, you will notice my range of motion starts to decrease. This is nothing conscious. I'm not sitting there thinking, well, gee whiz, I'm going to go ahead and cheat myself out. I just kind of naturally go through it, and my wife has never been one to, tap me on the shoulder saying, hey, look, your form's completely garbage. But she was, quick to point it out when I was all set. Not that she called it garbage by any stretch. But in any event, this right here today, being day 48, is actually a secondary priority training day. Now, when I say priority training, that means that I'm going to be working specifically on just pull-ups. Things are going to complement the pull-up movement, something that's going to get me to 100 pull-ups in the 100 days, which, by the way, we're marking at the halfway point here in about another 24, 48 hours here. So I got a lot more work to do over the next 50 days. So in any event, on this secondary training day, I will also call low intensity training, what I'm really focusing on is just getting a good pump on the muscles. Getting it to where I'm doing the particular movement or a complementing movement that's going to help me towards my ultimate goal. So after this video, it cut away. I really, literally, my biceps were singing, my back was woke up, and I followed up the workout with a good shoulder routine, focusing on all 3 heads as well as my traps. And that lasted about an hour. I could go through that full routine, but this is not something that aids towards my 100 pull-ups goal, so I think it's just rather unnecessary for me to go ahead and explain this. In any event, if you've enjoyed the video, which is a little bit different from the usual, please by all means click the like on the video. If you really enjoyed it, hey, share it with somebody. Share it with your mother, your brother, or someone another. And most importantly, make sure that you click that subscribe and comment. Love to hear from you folks. I'll see you in a couple days.